Hello everyone, I am Aqua193 and welcome back to Pokémon Vortex. In the previous episode we started the big event battles, the series of battles against the various villainous teams. We beat Team Rocket in the previous episode. Today we are going for both Aqua and Magma. Would we be able to beat them? The reason I say that is because it'll be a lot more difficult than in the previous episode. Previous episode we used Megas, Legendaries, a Mega Legendary. This episode, we're going back to what we did at the Battle Maison and Battle Frontier, using no legendaries, no megas, and even some non-fully evolved Pokemon. We have our Vivian Garden, our Crustle Staraptor, 3 fully evolved Pokemon with some pretty good attacks, your Brave Bird, your Rockwreck, or your Buckbuds. Then we have Electric, which we've seen good amount of times before. We have a Shadow Vigoroth, which doesn't have all that great moves. It is unique, but I feel Shadow is the least useful out of them, so I was fine with doing that. And then led by a Diglett. Also note that I don't have that great a variety in moves. Like I have Diglett, its main attack move is ground, that has a decent dark move, which is actually the same one that Shadow Vigoroth has. So that's it for dark for me. I have 2 flying types, both with a good flying move. So flying wise, I have strong attacks. 2 things that use bug. Vivian Garden has grass, Electric has Giga Draining Grass, and then Signal Beam, which doesn't really add much because I already have 2 bugs. So, both because I have moves that are weaker and because they have less coverage, it'll be a lot more difficult than the battles against Team Rocket. So let's go Team Aqua against Melissa. She has 6 Pokemon. She has 3 Walrein, 3 Crawdons, so they're also level 100, so I don't expect this to be that difficult. I'm going to send in the Crustle and use its big bad rock wrecker. Unfortunately, Walrein was smart and used Surf, so that's it for Crustle. Crawdont. We can hit that with bug moves. Oh, Vivian is level 62. I just noticed that. I forgot to level it up. I leveled up the Shadow Vigoroth from a level 9 Shadow Slackoff. I did not level up Garden. Okay, that's just gonna add to the challenge. Okay, instead I'm actually gonna use Electric, because Electric moves. And would one of them survive with low HP? Maybe I'll send in Vivian then? Let's see, what's smart for Wall right now? Something with a rock move, which we don't really have. So I think Staraptor is smarter for Crawdon, especially considering it has Close Combat. Although Close Combat works on Walrein, but Walrein likely has Ice Beam. Yeah, it does. Also Earthquake. So, Vigoroth. Go. Slash. Actually, Low Sweep would be super effective. If I would have only used that twice. I'm actually going to send in Diglett now to finish this. Because Diglett will be hit hard by a lot of things. Like that. 3 of my Pokemon are out. 3 of theirs are out. But I have a level 62. And a Pokemon at 12 HP. So, this isn't exactly going well. Let's say that. Close Combat, just survive 2 hits. Alright, actually, oh yeah, because they're level 100, I get the 1-shot. So I want to keep Staraptor for the final one. Bug Buzz from Vivian will do good damage there. So Electric for big damage here. Staraptor can 100% finish off Crawdon in 1 hit. So it's Vivian here. Hidden Power Grass. I think Bug Buzz would still do more, but Grass should do it as well. Yes. And then Staraptor here with the Close Combat because it counts as a victory even when we tie. We don't even tie, we win the fight. That was a lot closer than I would have liked. And because we use all these Pokemon, we only get 534 experience points, so Vivian only goes up 1 level. Huh. Alright, let's keep going. Aqua Amber. That's not a name that's regular for guys. There might be a man somewhere in the world whose name is Amber. I don't know. Amber has a bigger variety of Pokemon. 2 full beats though. Shedinja Ninjas, that's 4 bugs in total. What would be the smartest way to go around? Staraptor can take out everything except Pelipper in 1 shot. Vivian can deal hard damage against 5 of them, so everyone except Pelipper. Crustle can, yeah, with X's or they can take out Carvanha, so Crustle can actually take out all of them, including Pelipper. Vigoroth is decent against all, with super effective against Shedinja with Feint Attack. Electric is Pelipper, possibly Ninjask, and Diglett is just, what can it do? Feint Attack could be used against Shedinja as well. So for Ninjask, let's start Crustle? Electric. Let's go Crustle. Send in a Rock Wrecker. Yeah! Also something interesting, ninjas just use Dig. Think about this in the Pokemon games. Flying types, such as Ninjasks, are unaffected whatsoever by Earthquake. A Pokemon that uses Dig gets double damage from Earthquake. However, a Ninjask can learn Dig. And it's not effective at all, because it's a flying type. The only reason I can come up with, where that would make sense, if a Ninjask would dig that much of a big hole, like a sphere around itself while it's underground, so that it can fly right in the middle, so that even when the earth shakes really heavily, the Ninjask isn't hit by it. That's the only explanation I have for it. Okay, Diglett, do a thing. Feint Attack, Feint Attack. There we go. Taken out. Diglett did a thing, took out a Pokemon all on its own. Volbeat. Let's go Vivian. Hurricane. That's a lot of damage, and that's only level 63. Must have been a crit. Almost has to have been a critical hit. Either way, I'll take it. Electric on Pelipper. Nice use of Ultra Effectiveness. Pelipper is down. Vivian, I'm just going to keep going with you. Hurricane. 378. Ah, and then I confused it, and then it hit itself in confusion, so it's an instant takeout. That works. And now, Vivian, you shall use the Bug Buzz. Unfortunately, you're taken out. I'm now going to use Electric to not use Staraptor and Vigoroth to have more experience points for Vivian. Maybe gain a bit more. 826. That's a bit more of that than I otherwise wouldn't have gotten. Alright, Admin Matt. What do you have for us? Sharpedo for Brava, Azumarill, Mightyena, Golbat, and then another Sharpedo. Vivian, I choose you. Darn it, I had Ice Beam. I don't really look at the moves, because I feel that, I suppose it adds more to the strategy, but it makes it a bit more difficult, adds a bit more to the talents if I don't check. And also having to checking all of them just takes a while, and I do want to save that time, both for myself and for the interest of the video. So we're behind a Pokemon. That is not a good thing. I want to save Electric. Vigoroth. Because Vigoroth doesn't hit anything super effectively here. So Vigoroth will... No, it actually does. With low sweep, it can hit Sharpedo and Mightyena. Okay, for Brava, do I have anything that hits a Dragon Ground type? I need Ice or Dragon. I don't have that. Levitate isn't a thing, so I'm actually going to send in Diglett with Dig. And it actually won with 300 HP left. Nice. Electric, I choose you for a Spark, and then another one, hopefully... Waterfall Player off. They do have really good moves, so that does help them take me out. I have taken out 3 of theirs, though, so I'm back in the lead. Do I want a Vigoroth? No, I want a Staraptor, because Staraptor can one-shot with close combat. Golbat is a different story. I will see what I can do with Vigoroth. Vigoroth, Diglett combo. Vigoroth doesn't finish it. Diglett will be able to with Feint Attack. And then we send in... Wait, Diglett survived that? I thought... Okay. Diglett, go! The only chance I really have is if they miss Hydro Pump. Which they hit. Anyway, Staraptor, I would have sent you in anyway with a close combat. Would have been an instant KO anyway. That's a nice win against Matt. 647 HP. I mean, EXP. Some extra level, or levels, depending on exactly where Vivian was for Vivian. Adam and Shelly is next. Ludicolo, Vibrava once again. Crawdaunt, Walrein we've seen before. And Mightyena, Sharpedo we've seen before. Ludicolo doesn't like the flying types. At least with grass doesn't hit Vivian that hard, so there's a decent chance to survive. Does have Ice Beam and Hidden Power Electric, yeah. And I missed. They use grass and I missed again. Then I get it, and it hurts itself in confusion, so I do win the fight. And because it did 396 damage, that means it suggests very much that the big damage we did in previous fights weren't a crit either, because it didn't actually check if it was a crit this one. But because it's 396 damage, that means that the next level, so if it hits level 67, then Vivian can one-shot with Hurricane if it's super effective, which would be really nice. I see, this is a slightly different moveset for Brava compared to the previous one. Diglett still wins it though, so that's really nice. Crawdont. I'm not sending in Crosslow because I want to keep Crosslow for Mariana. Let's go Vigoroth on this one. Let Vigoroth do something. Slash. No, Auka. Low sweep. Low sweep is better. Low sweep. Electric. You then. Sparky. Okay. Staraptor. I think it's safe just to go close combat now. Didn't even hit me with Ice Beam, so I'm good. Crustle comes in with X-Scissor. One-shots the Mightyena. And then I want to use Vivian for Sharpedo. Bug Buzz. Doesn't quite do it. Diglett, finish it off. Yeah. So those are all level 100s, which we can one-shot things quite regularly with things like Close Combat, Stab, X-Scissor, things like that. But now, it's the leader. Leaders don't have level 100 Pokemon. No, their levels are, if you recall, level 135. Also, they have a Kyogre. So this fight will be a lot more difficult to win. Let's plan this one out. Diglett can hit Tentacruel, will likely get hit back by Tentacruel. Although actually only one of its attacks hits it super effectively, and it's only Brine. So it's not all that bad. Although with 135 it would probably still one-shot. So Diglett on Tentacruel, Electric can hit super effectively starting the second one. Vigoroth, nothing with Feint Attack. Did it get Bulldoze? Nothing like that, right? It does get Bulldoze. That's nice. Wait, what was it? Third attack was Slash, right? No, Feint Attack, Lossy Bulldoze. Oh, what else is fighting? Okay. It's fighting and ground. Which means it can actually hit Mariana, can hit Sharpedo, can hit Tentacruel super effectively. Staraptor can hit Mariana, Sharpedo. Crustle gets Crobat, Masquerain. We probably want him to hit Masquerain, definitely. So that's Masquerain, Crobat, and then Vivian, Mariana. Maybe not Kyogre, whoever's left. Vivian, you're gonna start us off. Because we could Hurricane, but that only works super effectively on Masquerain, and that's Crustle. So come on. Ah, they got me with a crunch. I would have definitely survived this. Vivian would be level 100, but just not. Okay. Vigoroth. Low sweep. Doesn't do much damage though, only 146. I'm happy they used Thunderfang. Crobat. I think I can one-shot with Rockwrecker. I think Rockwrecker is strong enough for that. 750, yes, definitely. So we keep that. We are in the lead. Sharpedo. I did say Tentacruel, Diglett, Masquerain, Crustle. Oh, yeah, we said Staraptor on this one, so we have Electric left for Kyogre. I think that's a good way to go. Close Combat. Actually, isn't that the crit? Because Close Combat isn't Stab, so this should be a crit. It just doesn't say it. Either way, I'll take it. Sharpedo's down. Very much appreciated. We're in the lead. Looking very good. Better than I expected. Rockwrecker. Nice. 1,500 points of damage. Really strong move. Ultra effective. Nice hit in the face. Diglett. See what you can do against a Tentacruel. Sludge Bomb only 152. Ah. Diglett almost went. Hydro Pump. I thought I only saw Brine. It didn't. What? Like, I saw this before. I obviously can't like go back in the recording, go back in the video like 20 seconds. I ask you to go back in the recording. I'll check this during editing as well. I'm pretty darn sure it said the Tentacle used Hydro Pump and dealt a lot of damage. Where is Hydro Pump on this? I did not check his moveset within the battle. Where was Hydro Pump? Also, where was Thunder Fang on Mariana? It didn't have Thunder Fang. Patrick, what did you do? This may require a slight fix, perhaps, because this doesn't seem to really make sense. Maybe it's the case with more Pokemon. I don't really know. I'm gonna send in Electric here. Let's keep an eye on the move. Surf, Ice Beam, Ancient Power, Thunderbolt. Real nice variety. Water Spout, Blizzard, Thunder, Surf. What? That's not how it works. Yeah, I'll have sent this to Patrick already. But Patrick, this is an example of what I meant when I sent you this video. Which, at the time of recording this, I obviously still have to do. So it still sounds really weird. Anyway, we're going to finish this off with Shadow Vigoroth. How did he get paralyzed? I used Slash! I must have gotten paralyzed from Spark from Electric. Either way, we use our Pokemon, get 714 experience points. And with that, we beat the entirety of Team Aqua, which is really nice. So if you check our profile, Team Aqua symbol, yes. But that's not where this episode ends. We're going to continue and take out Team Magma as well. Fighting Kate, Numel, Golbat, Magcargo, Camerupt, Mightyena, Crobat. Many different Pokemon. Against the fires, we have Ground and one Rock move on our Pokemon. We don't have any Waters. Water would be really nice, but no Water move whatsoever on our team. So Numel, we're going to have to fight with Ground. And I want to just have Diglett take up Magcargo in a one-shot. No, wait. No, it's 200... and it's super effective. Yeah, Diglett can one-shot the Magcargo, so I'm going to wait with that. Staraptor, can you hit anything super effectively? No. Staraptor, you start us off. Brave Bird. Brave Bird. Yay, and they just use Dig. Electric, you're next. Get some electricity in here. Take out the Golbat. Then I want to send in Diglett to one-shot the Magcargo. Boom! Ultra effective. I thought, wait, what? Dig has a power of... No, wait, Dig has a power of 80. That is a normal one-shot. Yeah, because with Stab it's 120. A move that's base 120 or base 80 with Stab becomes 120 is a one-shot. It's super effective at level 1 against a level 100. Yeah. So I could have just done that on Numel as well. Alrighty, and I'm going to keep going with the Pokemon that I already used. I say that to get better EXP, but I haven't actually sent in Vivillon yet, so I'm going to try and send in Vivillon at least once every fight, because Vivillon actually likes the experience, and actually beats the Crobat, which is surprising, but I believe I had Confusion on my side that time, which is nice. Next up, Mac. Slugma, Magcargo, Swallow, Anorith, Camerupt, Armaldo. Go Diglett. I have a feeling that Team Magma is going to feel a lot of wrath from Diglett, especially the level 100 ones, with the many fire types they have. Swallow is going to be electric. Sparky, Sparky. Then we have a Camerupt, so that's Diglett. It's another... It's not. It's Anorith. Camerupt comes after that. Unfortunately, it's now gone. Electric? I guess? That was worth a shot. Bulldozer Vigoroth. Takes that out. Vivillon, let's see what you can do against your Armaldo. Should be a two-shot. Hurricane. Hurricane again. Takes it out. Survives with 10 HP. Nice job, Vivillon. Now they're 811 experience for you. Next is Admin Courtney. And we use Diglett again. Dig. Pff, done. Vivillon has leveled up a bit more. Bug Buzz, Bug Buzz. Takes out the Mightyena. Diglett time. That might actually be the title for this video, Diglett time. Even though Diglett's only really using as a Team Magmas. I feel like that's a fun name for this episode. Diglett time. Yay! And then Crustle to get the most out of the XP for Vivian. 1107 because we only used 3 Pokemon. We're doing well. Making good time on these Magma fights. Tabitha is next. Swallow, Numble, Camera, Golbat, Mariana. Only Torkoal we've not seen yet in this episode. Swallow is first, so we will start off with Electric. Use Spark. It's a fire type, so Diglett time. Dig. Get burned, but I do believe there is no attack decrease from that, which is correct. So that's done. It's another flying type, so Rock Record to the face. Then Mightyena, which we'll use Vivian for, can deal some super effective damage there. And we've already used Crustle, so we can use that to finish off this pure fire type Pokemon with another Rock Record. Yeah. We got paralyzed, but not fully paralyzed, so we took that victory. One fight remains in this episode, and that's Maxie with level 135 Pokemon: Houndoom, Swallow, Camerupt, Crobat, Mightyena, and Groudon. I do believe this fight was... Yeah, this fight was definitely there before Gen 6, so this is probably the pre-Gen 6 team, otherwise Camerupt would definitely be a Mega. So possibly, like, this is a suggestion to Patrick, maybe it's for V3, maybe it's something you'll only update for V4. But when you possibly slightly update this and look at what happened with at least the moves in the Archie fight, which might be the case here as well, I'll check in a second, you could make Camerupt a Mega and the Sharpedo a Mega for Archie. Right, now let's check Houndoom, Dark Pulse, Flamethrower. Actually, we're going to check that in a moment. First, we're going to decide which Pokemon to use where. Diglett will be used in either Camerupt or Houndoom. One of them. Well, can really be used on both. Swallow is just going to be electric because super effective, and then if they use a flying move, then I resist it. Vigoroth could be a backup against Houndoom and Camerupt. Also against Mightyena. Staraptor hits Mightyena hard with close combat, doesn't one-shot unless it's a crit. Also hits Houndoom hard, which is nice. Crustle hits both of the flying, so that can be a backup for electric. And also Mightyena with X-Scissor also hits Houndoom. Vivian, I'd say Vivian and Mightyena, and then whoever's left for Groudon. I don't have something clear for Camerupt, so I want to keep Diglett for that. Who else did I say for Houndoom? I'm going to send in Crustle because it can be a one-shot if I hit, which I don't, which is really unfortunate, which means I don't get a second attack off Crustle. No Rock Record on Close Combat, Swallow... Close Combat? Did I say Close Combat instead of Crobat? Did I? Okay. And no X's or Mightyena either, which is unfortunate. Still 1-1, we can make this work. They use their Pokemon in order or something, use random moves. Get the Paralysis on our side there, yes. So we can definitely use that to our advantage. Let's see what they'll do. Dig, use Hidden Power Electric, then Earthquake. We survived it. Diglett, yes. I wonder if I could finish off the Groudon with Diglett. That would be nice. Okay, let's check Crobat's moves. Brave Bird, Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Dark Pulse. Brave Bird, Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Dark Pulse. Brave Bird, Dark Pulse, Air Slash, and Poison Fang. No, the listed moves were better, but these moves in the fight were not. Ooh, unfortunately that did not work out. I could use Vivian here. No, I think we use Vigoroth. Just to use Slash again. I think it's good that I use Vigoroth. I expected a KO for some reason. I didn't really think about the amount of HP it would do. It's consistently 175. Unless crit, but I don't really thrive for that. Let's see, Diglett, Staraptor, Vivian here against Mightyena because it's super effective with Bug Buzz. If I survive the first hit, which I just do, If it would have been level 73 or below, that would have been a takeout, which means with 100% accuracy, Buck Buzz, that's Mightyena done. Staraptor, what can you do against Groudon? It has Fissure, it has Earthquake. That those don't deal damage. Stone Edge, if it hits, one shot. Fire Blast, we may survive. Fire Blast missed. No, but I want to finish it with Diglett. Ah, no, didn't work out. I wasn't sure how much damage U-turn would do. I wasn't going to do the calculation. Wanted to finish it with Diglett, but Diglett did an amazing job this episode against Team Magma. That's some extra points for Vivian. Went from level 60, was it 68 that it started, to level 77. Vivian, you did a great job. If we check our profile, that's the Team Magma emblem there as well. So that'll be it for today's episode. In the next Pokemon Vortex episode, we'll go for Team Galactic and possibly Team Plasma as well, depending on what I feel like. I may do Galactic and then something else like some legendary hunting or other things. 3 more teams to go, and then the admins. And let's just say that those fights are even more difficult than the level 135 fights of the team leaders. I'll see you all in the next Vortex episode. Goodbye. This video isn't quite over. Right after I stopped recording, I talked to Patrick about the thing with the moves that didn't seem to make sense. He gave me an answer, and that is as follows. When you go against an in-game trainer, so a gym leader or an event battle such as Archie, when you click on a Pokemon's name, you see their base Pokedex information. So Crunch Player of Double-Edged Dig would be the moves you would normally get in a Mightyena when you either catch a Mightyena in the wild, or you evolve a Poochyena into Mightyena and choose to evolve it. Kyogre has Surf, Ice Beam, Ancient Fire, Thunderbolt as its base moves. It can naturally have others, and this specific Archie's Kyogre does have other moves as well. This Mightyena too. So let's see, Crunch Player of Double-Edged Dig. We go into the fight. Crunch, Take, and Ice Fang, Thunder Fang. These are the proper intended movesets for Archie's Mightyena, and the ones listed here are just the ones it would normally get on the Pokedex. These are its base Pokedex moves. Only when you go against another player account will it actually list their proper moves and not their base Pokemon's moves. Naturally, if you fight an opponent who only uses the base moves of a Pokemon, then that doesn't really matter. You don't really notice a difference. But if you have, let's say, a Panseer that you teach Fire Blast, which isn't part of its base moves, then you would be able to see the difference. So for example, Alka1993, my main account currently, this is my team. Panseer, to my knowledge, these are its base moves: Scratch, Lick, Flame Burst, Bite. But if I would, let's say, teach it Fire Blast instead of Flame Burst, then that will be listed here as well. As you can see, you can also see the level and the experience. You can see the owner and original trainer, which all were not stated, were not listed with Archie's Mightyena. Now naturally, they don't really have an owner or original trainer. They could have a level or experience listed, but none of them are that. When you fight a real-life person, or at least one of their accounts, clicking on a Pokemon's name will show you their proper moves that they will have in battle as well. Whereas going against anyone, let's actually test this on the gyms. This might be the case as well. Let's go Hoenn, let's go Rustboro City. Geodude, what do you have? Tackle, Magnitude, Rock Throw, Counter. Rock Throw, Magnitude, Tackle, Rollout. Yeah, so also with gym leaders, and like with many other battles as well, it's different due to the fact that it's not a player account. These are the base Pokedex moves, the base moves for the Pokemon also listed in the Pokedex. Once again, that was the video for today with a little explanation added. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.